Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. This is Raina Valentino and it's 4:45 in the morning on a Thursday night, or well, let's say Friday morning, and I just got in from the club and experienced two things tonight that kind of bother me when I go to a gay club and or a TS club or party. Now, it's something that happens repeatedly. It's not like a one time thing. And it's always bothered me or it's always irritated me about how certain things that people assume that because I'm a transsexual, uh, that have to be, or I kind of see it as a form of stereotyping. So, we're going to talk a little bit about both. And they're both two very different things, but they're two things that have bothered me for quite some time, and they're two things that never happened to me when I go to a straight club. So we're going to approach the first thing, which are gay guys in a gay club who come up to me and they ask me where can they buy drugs. That's always bothered me. And when I ask them what makes them think that I can get them some drugs, they're like, well, girl, you like to party. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Raina Valentino is not a party girl. Raina Valentino may be a drag addict or a shoe addict. Raina Valentino most definitely is not a drug addict. It's very sad to say that in the gay community that gay people see us as party girls or drug addicts, and partially that's due to the fact that a lot of girls make it public knowledge that they party and they like to partake in drugs. But because some of your girlfriends do it, don't mean all of us do it. And it's something that's kind of always bothered me because I obviously just don't have that reputation in the first place. And for someone to just come up you that they don't even know you from Adam and Steve, and to make that kind of assumption, it just makes gay people look bad, first of all. And secondly, it just makes me sad that the gay people's vision of transgendered women is that we're just in the club to get high and we're just in the club to party. When I go to the club, I just go to the club to hang out. When I go to a gay club, I'm usually in the gay club to do a drag show, or there's a drag show that night. I don't go to a gay club if there's no drag show, and I go to the drag shows to hang out with my girlfriends who are in the show, or I meet up with girlfriends and we hang out because that particular night there's a show or whatever. But please, it's very annoying to me that gay people constantly approach me, and 9 out of 10 times I don't know who they are. I have no clue who they are. I've never met or interacted with them, and yet they choose to just come up to me in that manner, and it's very unappealing, and I really wish it would stop, but I probably know it's not going to stop. But I just had to share that and just get that off of my chest because it has bothered me for a while, and I just wondered if any other girls out there, when you go to a gay club, do you experience that? And another thing that I experience in gay clubs or TS parties are guys that approach me and assume that because I'm in the club, I'm a working girl and I need or I want or I'm looking for money. Now, yes, I'm not the kind of girl to hide or deny or be shamed by decisions I make in my life. And if I do choose to escort, most definitely when I go out to a club, I'm not there to look for money. I'm successful at what I do to the point that I do that outside of the public eye. I do that in the privacy of my home. It's a choice that I make. It's a choice that it's not anybody's business, but it's definitely something I do not take, quote unquote, to the streets. When I go to a club, I go to the club to enjoy the music. I go to the club to hang out with my girlfriends. And I go to the club because there's something there that entertains me, etc., etc. But it bothers me when these tranny chasing guys see me in the club and they follow me. And when I ignore them or I pay them dust because it's obviously not my type, they just approach me with that, well, how much? How much do you charge? And I had a guy tonight do that, and I was very polite to him the first time that he approached me, and I explained to him that he just wasn't my type, and that perhaps he should talk to another girl that may, have been into him or been interested in him as he was interested in her, and then he just wouldn't leave me alone, and he just kept pushing the issue. And when I turned around and asked him, did I look like the kind of girl that I was desperate for money, he was like, no. And then I proceeded to ask him, why did he think that I needed money? And he proceeded to tell me, he said, well, you're a transsexual. And I was very taken aback by that because since when does the fact that I'm a transsexual in a gay club mean that I needed money? Now, my personal opinion is this. If you are an escort and you are a successful escort, this day and age with the internet and everything that's out there, you should be able to be more low key as I am. And you should be able to have made your money in your home or wherever you choose to do what you do from. And it's very pathetic to me that I see these girls in bars hustling guys to buy them drinks and hustling guys for money, because when a girl like me goes to a club that is TG friendly, or I go to a gay club, like I said before, because I go for the drag show, or I go because I'm performing in the drag show, or one of my girlfriends is performing in the drag show, that because I'm there, I'm looking for money, or I desperately need the money. It's very sad because I make my money during my work hours. Escorting to me is a job. When I go to the club, I go to the club like anybody else who chooses to go to a club. I go for the music, I go for the environment, I go to have a drink, I go to enjoy the show. And I just noticed that when I go to straight clubs and when I go to venues that do not cater to TG or TS or anything like that, I really don't experience that kind of a situation. So for you guys out there who are looking for a relationship or a friendship with a transgendered woman like myself, I don't think that the appropriate way to approach a transgender woman is to ask her how much does she want. Don't assume that because I'm transgendered and I'm at a TGTS or a gay club or a party that I'm there because I'm looking for money. Because, like my grandmother used to say, you know what you do when you assume things. You make an ass out of you and you make an ass out of me. So that was just something that has bothered me for a while, and I'm over it, and I just had to get that off my chest. And like I said, I love feedback and I love comments, so please leave me a comment and let me know how you ladies feel.